On any other election night, they would have called it for Trump. I have a statement to make on the U.S. election for Davos and Bilderberg CEOs, as well as the liberal media. We will no longer accept fake news, fake polls, or fake ballots. This is my election day celebration outfit. I am 100% sure that Donald Trump has won the U.S. election. The powers that be are trying to stop this from happening, but they will fail. The truth will be told, and I assure you that Donald Trump will have 4 more years in office. When the polls were done, they were done overpolling Democrats. My heart goes out to all of you because you have been fed lies by the big media. It's so sad to me that the big media was telling you that Biden was leading by 10% in the popular vote, when we all knew that was a flat-out lie. People that had the knowledge. I worked in executive search, also executive coaching currently. I also worked for the former president of ABC. On election night, we saw the states going for President Trump. We know that in a normal media world that they would have called Georgia and North Carolina for President Trump. You never wait for 100% of the votes to come in. That's just not how it works. The Associated Press would normally call something earlier, as would the desks of the major networks, whether it be NBC, CBS, or ABC. But they decided not to do that for Donald Trump. They did it for Joe Biden. The problem is that they were not allowing Donald Trump to get his electoral votes. And they want to mislead you that Donald Trump is behind. We know that Donald Trump is going to win Georgia and North Carolina. We also know that Donald Trump will most likely win Arizona and possibly Nevada, and he will definitely win Pennsylvania. But the liberal media does not want you to know that. Every other election night, I can tell you what would have happened. The AP would have called those states for Trump that he won. Biden would have conceded, and we would have known the next morning who was president. But they intentionally stopped counting late into the night. That's never happened. There's always another shift of people to count votes. They did it because Donald Trump was winning in the key states. He had already won Texas, Florida, Ohio, states that they didn't want him to win and were trying to mislead you on. Now it was down to Georgia, North Carolina, and a handful of other states like Michigan, Wisconsin, Nevada, Arizona. They stopped the process. It was not because of the mail-in ballots, and they also led you to believe that mail-in ballots would go Democrat. Well, that is just a factual lie, because a lot of mail-in ballots were coming from older people because of the coronavirus. They wanted to avoid voting in person, and older people tend to skew Republican in many of these states. Once again, they're lying to you. They want to steal this election, and everyone, no matter who you voted for, should be worried about that. Project Veritas, which is a new media company that tracks the truth in media, has fielded over 1,000 phone calls of potential election fraud. They are investigating every single one of them. There is so much work to be done here. We have heard about ballots being thrown out, military ballots as an example, who often do vote for the president. We've heard about 200,000 ballots suddenly appearing in Michigan, and when they were tallied, all of them went to Biden? Doesn't make sense, does it? No. But the governor of Michigan is a liberal woman who has been funded in part by George Soros. So we always knew Michigan was going to be a problem. We just want to have our president elected, and we want to trust government. We want to trust corporations. But right now there's a deep state and a corporate takeover that wants to merge you with China and the EU and create a one-world government. They want to control you. lead us into socialism. Some of them have told me they even believe in communism. And I can only tell you that I am here to help everyone discover the truth. But you cannot discover the truth through the big media anymore. It's just not possible. Look how they lied to you about the polling. They are clearly being run by liberal CEOs, primarily based in one city, New York, who don't want a Republican president. They are stealing the election from him, but they will fail. Because there are so many women like me who know exactly what's going on. 62% of my county voted for President Trump. We have some of the most powerful and knowledgeable and educated women in the country. And we know that the U.S. Constitution is the most important document ever written. We know the right to bear arms, freedom of speech, freedom of religion. These are the things that we're fighting for. A vote for Biden and Harris will lead to open borders. It will lead to health care for illegal immigrants, which will bring down the budget in this country. I don't think any woman or child in America wants that. I've been sharing a lot of information with a lot of different women's groups lately, and they are very appreciative. They're not getting the real story from the big media. It's controlled primarily by rich liberal men, I call them the limousine liberals, who want to just keep making more money for themselves. But what about you? Don't you want to have economic opportunity? Don't you want to have entrepreneurial opportunities? Coronavirus didn't allow that because you know who made all the money? The big corporations. A lot of people think it was planned by the powers that be at places like World Economic Forum, the Gates Foundation, the United Nations. Right now, freedom is on the line, and I beg of you to stand with Donald Trump for the truth in voting. I've gotten so many nice notes from my friends as far away as Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, Europe, all over, Australia, New Zealand, and they support my quest for freedom and democracy. We must hold on to what is good and true, and we all know that elections need to be fair and true. So we will make sure that every ballot that has been legally cast will be counted. 3 of the top astrologers everywhere from Korea to India to the United States have said that Trump will get in for 4 more years. It's in the stars, Donald. Indeed, it also says that there will be a fight on the voting and the tallying of the votes because Biden will try and steal it. But in the end, Trump will be victorious. This is a nation of rules, a rule of law. You can't throw out votes. You can't create fake ballots. That's illegal. And let me tell you something. I stand for freedom. I stand for the Bill of Rights. I stand for the U.S. Constitution. This country was founded for freedom of religion and freedom of speech. I will always vote for that. God bless America, and God bless Americans, and God bless Donald Trump. Thanks for watching. I'm Sandra Rupp, and I was placed on the Thinkers 50 Guru Radar list for the world's top business thinkers. Welcome to the art of 21st century career navigation. We're ready for Davos.